Hi, welcome to my channel. It's Tiffany. I appreciate you coming back. Today we're going to be talking about intuition, and for those who are needing a refresher, intuition is usually like our inner voice, our gut feeling. It's kind of like that second mind that we have when we're like, something don't sound right. That's your intuition. So we're going to talk about you being able to reconnect with that after having a bad breakup. And this breakup can be stemming from a lot of different things. But right now, I don't want to go into all the what ifs because people can apply that themselves. I do want to focus on things that you can do now that the breakup has happened and you've been able to take care of yourself. So some of the notes that I put here for some of the things that I've been watching or looking on YouTube and seeing that has been somewhat of a pattern is people who are dealing or dating narcissists. Narcissist people are usually folks that are self-absorbed, focusing on themselves, looking for someone to kind of help them up, kind of prop them up. So they are looking to gain all yours, luxuries and your resources and make them theirs, which is scandalous. But I'm happy to hear that folks are being able to learn and leave. And hopefully right now you have left. But if he's or she or whoever left you, do not be sad. It's a lesson learned. And you're going to be much happier, much happier with that person out of it. But anyway, I want to be able to focus on some of the things that I put together. So you being able to rebuild and being able to reconnect with your intuition. Because I imagine your intuition probably was talking to you the whole time you was dealing with that person. And you was just ignoring it like, nope, everything's going to be all right. We cool. I don't know, right? But being able to know what you know about yourself, being able to hear that voice inside your head that's saying, yep, there's red flags all over it. Now it's time for you to be able to forgive yourself because you deserve to be happy, loved, and respected. And those are things that no one can take from you. So it starts from within. So when that next person comes along, they got their work cut out, right? So let's talk about what and how we're going to be able to learn to get back connected with our intuition. So some of the things I want you to first understand is that being in a relationship, maybe a relationship with someone who's narcissistic or antisocial or borderline, maybe even bipolar, it's hard. It can be straining. It can cause us to kind of question why and what was I doing, and it can be exhausting. The biggest thing is that once you have realized that you have left that, is now it's time for you to embark on a journey of you re-healing yourself. You now being a helper for you. You as a helper for that other person, but now it's time for you to focus on you. And being able to know what your true sense of self is. Being able to be in tune and being in a space where you're happy and you're calm and you're not self-blaming. Because a lot of times when we self-blame, we become bitter. And when we turn it in on ourselves, that can be nerve-wracking. And usually that's when people find that they have so many bad and negative thoughts, and which lessens their self-esteem, right? And causes them to question their judgment. It is all intertwined in you being able to know and acknowledge that you have suffered something that was somewhat traumatic, right? And that you deserve more and you deserve better. And what we're going to look for is you being able to stop and recognize that when you're being gaslighted or manipulated or abused emotionally, being with someone who is in a bad space, who suffers from a personality disorder, can cause you to feel empty and looking for something to help fulfill that emptiness. It starts with you. Now I want you to think about how we're going to learn the impact of the gaslighting, emotional abuse, manipulation, left you feeling disconnected, left you questioning, why? How can this happen to me? Am I going to be always a victim? Maybe these are things that have repeated themselves. Now I want you to be able to take time to self-reflect. I want you to take the time out for you to be able to give yourself the space to say, have I always been enduring relationships of this nature? How am I moving forward going to make this different? Because you deserve better than this. Yes, I said it, you deserve better than this, and you know it. I want you to say it to yourself, I deserve better than this. I deserve to be treated more than just a doormat, because you do. You are a beautiful individual, unique within yourself, and you deserve that. So moving forward, let's make sure you demand that, right? So being able to understand the impact of those negative actions and interactions can cause you to feel disconnected, and let's get back to you being able to be reconnected and learning to listen to your inner self, which is your intuition. Moving forward, let's learn about recognizing signs of distrust and doubt. I want to focus on being in a relationship that it was so draining can cause you to be more distrustful for yourself and have a lot of self-doubt. Am I going to be able to find the right guy? Am I going to fall for it again? What are some red flags? Being in those experiences will cause you to not recognize those feelings and those emotions, which causes you to distrust, second guess, right? Question yourself. Fear that your own judgment against yourself is going to cause you to be back in the arms of someone similar, or maybe that person that you left or are thinking of leaving. I want you to be able to recognize that your intuition is to drive you to a safe space, not to cause you to be experiencing further pain. So being able to recognize those signs and understand that you don't constantly have to question why you're leaving, why should you stay. Just being able to say, well, my gut is telling me this is not okay. I don't like the way I feel. I'm not happy. I don't deserve this, so I'm leaving. And that's that. That's important. Another piece of moving forward and recognizing how to reclaim your intuition is you being able to recognize how to reconnect. And there's a journey, there's a transformation that has to happen. So being able to transform is being able to evolve, right? Being able to evolve meaning that there's something new. Maybe that's a new thought process, maybe it's a new routine, maybe it's a new outlook, but being able to transform is important. And being able to get to that space where you're trusting and you're not self-doubting, right? And you're done with that trauma and that negative treatment, you being able to understand that the journey involves you being compassionate, being mindful, recognizing when you need to be patient with yourself. You don't need to go out and rush and be with anyone or do anything that's going to cause you to maybe make decisions that are rash. Make decisions that are going to allow you to feel empty or abused or used. Those are things that I want you to be able to know that you are able to take hold to and take heed to and say, that's enough, I'm done. I can't do it no more, right? Because you deserve that. No one should have to feel that way. No, it's not okay. No one deserves that. Nothing in your background, nothing on your resume of dealing with folks says that you have to be treated in a manner that's disrespectful. You don't deserve it, so don't put up with it. Now, I'm not speaking for you. I'm just saying your intuition is speaking to you. And that's what you need to be focusing on. Maybe you agree with some of the things I say. Maybe some of the things you don't. But I think you could trust your gut if it's telling you, this is not okay. This person ain't the one, right? I want you to be able to recognize that. And realize that when you're doing this journey and you're on this path of transformation, that you should be able to create safe spaces for yourself. You should be able to have a place where you can reconnect and be able to do some mindfulness or some meditation, some yoga, whatever that is. That's for you to be able to have that safe space for you to be able to reconnect with you because you deserve it. You deserve it. That's a part of you. That's a part of who you are. And I'm here to help empower you being able to reclaim your intuition and being able to say, I'm moving forward. Another aspect of being able to reconnect with your intuition is you being able to give yourself self-love. Self-compassion, right? We can be compassionate for everybody else. We can take care of this. We can be there for that. I want you to know that you have to worry about yourself. You are important. And being able to give yourself self-love is going to start you rebuilding trust within you. Okay? Moving forward, we have to think about engaging in activities that's going to be helpful for us. Something that's going to fill up our soul. Something that's going to allow us to feel so empowered and overjoyed and so full and so ready and so happy that no way we're going to allow the negativity to even show its face anymore. So whether it's you taking a bubble bath, you indulging in a good book, you calling your best friend, you going out to a brunch by yourself, you got to take time to make sure you're doing self-love, right? That's kind of like self-care. Going to get your nails done, right? Going to get your hair done. Going to buy your new outfit. You deserve it. Go ahead. You go ahead. Take care of yourself. Trust your gut that maybe you need a new outfit for that new love. Right? We don't know. We're going to make sure that we building on that. So self-love is another component of you being able to reconnect with your intuition. You being able to trust yourself again, that you're going to make better decisions moving forward. One of the last things I want to talk about is you being able to set boundaries. So when you do choose to be with someone else, that you know how to say no, and you know that you're not going to let certain things happen. So that means maybe it's time for you to sit down and reflect on what that is. Maybe it's time for you to maybe write down a list of pros and cons that were a part of your previous relationship and things that you're not going to allow to move forward in your new relationships. So that's not something you have to do right now, but if you feel like it, go ahead and pause the video. I'll wait. I want you to know that moving forward, you setting boundaries is going to allow you to be able to dismiss others' needs and focus on yours. What's more, be able to recognize when a person's not focusing on your needs and dismissing yours. We don't need that. Being able to reclaim your intuition is going to be able to allow you to regain your power. It's going to allow you to be able to set up healthy and clear boundaries. So a person won't even question it. They'll know, they're not going for that. I ain't even going to try it. So that means you being able to learn how to say no and prioritize your needs is most important. So think about it in this factor. Being able to set up boundaries that are healthy are usually the ones that are focused for you. We can get in the practice, and maybe this is something that you've done before, where you were setting up unhealthy boundaries. And unhealthy boundaries is usually to the benefit of someone else and not for you. I do want you to know that I'm going to be making a video specifically on boundaries because that is something that I do think is very important. I do want you to know that I will love to make a video to help folks to recognize what healthy boundaries are and what unhealthy boundaries are, and being able to allow you to feel empowered moving forward. So just look out for that video because it will be coming. But back to what we were talking about, you are at this point dictating what your future will look like. You are saying, I'm taking my power back, and as much as I want to help somebody else, that person has to be there to help me. I want your intuition to be able to hear that voice from inside of you, your gut feelings of, I can't do this anymore. Enough is enough, right? You deserve that. So overall, I want us to think about things that I've said, and I want you to know that even if it's a change of thought of saying, well, tomorrow I'm going to tell them. Tomorrow I'm going to say no more of that. Because today I got to start loving me, and I need you to start loving me, or it's over. Or I'm not going to move on with anyone that even remotely sounds like that person that I just left. I ain't going to call them a fool because that's not fair. Maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, I think being able to recognize and reconnect with your intuition is going to be victorious. I think every step that you take, reconnecting with your intuition, is going to lead you to victory. And what I mean by that, victory in self-love, victory in experiencing happiness, victory in experiencing respect, and overall, you being able to honor where you come from, honor your importance. That's key. That's key. So, moving forward, grounding yourself is maybe you doing some deep breathing. Maybe it's you doing something as far as a soothing bath, maybe lighting a candle, maybe drinking some tea. I want you to be able to focus on those things as you deal with these terrible, terrible feelings that you experience when you just break up with someone. But know as time goes on, they will settle. Most of them will just go away. But you being able to take some of these factors that I put in place, or some of the suggestions that I put in place, will allow you to be able to feel some healing and being able to get to a place where you're whole and you're going to move forward and you're going to love yourself in a different manner because you deserve that. So I do appreciate you allowing me to share with you, And I hope it's been helpful to someone. If you want to leave comments below, please feel free. I do accept all type of comments. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I don't say I know everything. I'm just somebody that lives out in the world like you do. But I am trying to help, so I'm doing my part. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, go ahead and subscribe. If you hit the bell, notification bell, every time I upload a video, you will see and get a notification of it. If you like some of the things that I was putting down, go ahead and do a thumbs up. Hopefully no one gives me a thumbs down, but I understand. I get it. Maybe I haven't made everyone happy. I'm not trying to judge. I'm just trying to say that everyone deserves happiness. And if you're someone who struggles with a personality disorder and you say, wow, is that me? I want to help you too. I want to put videos out there for you to be able to say, I want to be different. I got some things that I'll need to work on, and be the first person to say, I'm ready to do it. Okay? So I do appreciate your time. I hope you will come back and visit with me again. And I'm going to let you guys go. So I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and bye for now. Thanks.